Alright guys, it's Mr. Frank, and we're gonna start a new series on how do we get Mr. Frank out of the mountains, or you, by the way, if you're having some problems. And today we're just gonna focus on what we can eat. My paraglider accident, and guys, every detail is gonna be important that I tell you. My paraglider accident was January 20th, and today I'm filming, and it is what is today's date? It is talk more about that too. I did have a cell phone with me when I had my accident. We're going to talk about cell phone use and all that stuff in the mountains. And but right now I'm just going to ride a little bit, and I'm going to try to find some stuff to eat. So come along with me. I am on my mountain bike right now, and I'm looking for stuff to eat, and I'm on Mill Creek Trail right here. My accident was about 6 miles away from here, and we do have some nice flowers. On the trail. And the trail was named Mill Creek because there used to be a mill here. And a mill is what you'd go ahead and you'd grind up flour to go ahead and make bread with. So I'm looking for stuff to eat. There's some California poppies. And can you eat flowers? Can you eat flower petals? We're gonna look that up and see if you can eat flower petals. And these right here are called fiddlenecks. And the reason they're called fiddlenecks is that they look like, you can see that looks like the back of a fiddle. So that's why you call that a fiddleneck right there. So that's fiddlenecks. And we had the California poppies. And we're gonna probably become, oh, here they are right here. These are called popcorn flowers, these white ones. Right there, they're called popcorn flowers. So you got fiddlenecks, popcorn flowers, California poppies. Can you eat any of this stuff to survive? We're gonna look that up. I'm gonna stop the film for now and get back with you later. Okay kids, so I came up to this place right here, and I actually found something that you can eat if you're stuck in the wilderness. And this is this stuff called miner's lettuce. And it has a little flower in the middle of it. And out of that flower you got this this part of it. And I know that I can eat the this stuff. Oh, it's just like lettuce. It tastes pretty good. And so this is actually something that can, oh, I can't really sustain you out here, but that'll make it so I don't know, so you have something to eat. I'm gonna bring some salad dressing out here and eat some miner's lettuce. So that is one thing that could sustain Mr. Frank. But I did find something on my, when I had my back accident, that actually sustained me, and it was in the wilderness. I ate it in the wilderness, and it gave me a lot of energy. Let's see if you guys can figure out what that was. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, I'm still on the trail, and this is a very, very common pine tree here that that you find in the lower elevations. It's called digger pine. That's the common name, and the scientific name is Pinus sabiniana. Now this pine tree goes ahead and makes these pine cones that are very, very spiky and painful, and they'll actually give my bike a flat tire. But look at this this resin on here. Ow, 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 it's poking into my hand. It had some resin on there, so now I can put the resin on the pokies in my hand, and it's like a natural band-aid, which I need right now. Lovely. Okay, more uses for digger pine cones. Okay, so I'm back on the on the digger pine cone, but what the I think it's the Chumash Indians and the Yokuts Indians, they used to grind up these little pine needles on the pine cone. They're not really needles, they're seeds. And then you would grind the seeds up, and you would make a mash, a mush. And you could boil that, the seeds, and you could eat those. So that's a thought. A lot of cow poop over here. It must be a cow. I guess you could eat a cow if you could find one. That probably wouldn't be very friendly though. You'd probably have to pay for the cow. Oh, so when I picked up the pine cone, and this pine cone can just flatten your bicycle tire, and it kind of gouged into me, but I can go ahead and take some of this resin from the pine cone, and I could apply that resin to my cut and make a band-aid. So that's nature's band-aid right there. It's just like tough skin or something. So that's a nice use for the digger pine cone with a lot of sap. Man, those things are sharp. Woohoo! Okay, so I am at a creek crossing, and I found something interesting, and I want you to tell me if I could eat it or not. Let me see where he go. Oh, he's right there. Okay. He's heading under the leaf. Hey, do you guys see him? He is a California salamander. Oh, my back, baby. And my question is, could I eat him for a meal? He's easy to catch. He's going slow. There's another one over there. But I love these guys, so I probably wouldn't even eat them if I could. So guys, once again, you had genetics, and you should have learned that the G and the C go together, and the A and the T, adenine and thymine, and it makes up everything. It makes up this miner's lettuce. So that's the same genetic material that makes up this digger pine, that makes up Mr. Frank, that makes up this birch tree, that makes up those California salamanders. We're all made of the same DNA, just put together in different ways to make different things. And that's crazy if you think about it. So, I got my foot wet. So, if it's life, it has that genetic material. So the coronavirus also has a pattern to it. A, A, G, C, T, whatever it happens to be. And it just happens to not be helpful if we get it inside our lungs. So guys, be careful out there. All right, guys, time to turn some gravitational potential energy into some kinetic energy. Nice day for a ride. Oh, baby, yeah. Woohoo! Oh, rocky section. No, no. Oh, God. Almost bit it. Huh. Oh, a little bit of gravitational potential energy up this thing. Nice clouds. And back to kinetic energy again. Woohoo! You can actually calculate your gravitational potential energy by how high you lift up an object or yourself. Multiply that by the mass that you weigh. You don't weigh mass, the mass you have, and the gravity of Earth. And we're going to talk about that formula a little bit. We won't just stay on it forever. Oh, should I try to go across? It's going to be bad news. No! Oh, my feet are totally wet. Dadgummit. That was not smart. But that's okay. Let's see if I can right this up here. So I hope you guys are all doing okay. Keeping your hands washed, not going over to your buddies. And I will just say that if by any slim chance you are vaping or smoking, please don't. It will increase your chances of a bad reaction with the coronavirus, and we don't want that. So if you happen to be vaping or smoking, don't. Woo, baby, there we go. Oh yeah. A little hill. Popcorn flowers. Digger pine tree that's knocked down. Man, my hands are so sticky because of that digger pine resin. It sure does add a nice grip to your mountain bike. And I am not going to do this one on my bike again. Oh man, do I go this way or this way? Oh, this is sketchy. Oh no! Ah. So, somebody placed these logs here. That's nice. Appreciate that. And if you happen to see one of those salamanders, don't handle them. Because that doesn't help them survive. Kind of like us handling the coronavirus doesn't help us out very much. So you can look at those salamanders, and they're great to look at, but I will ask you on behalf of the salamanders to not handle them. More popcorn flowers. Haven't figured out if I could eat those yet. And what a nice day. It's just beautiful. Okay. Back on the trail. And I need to figure out what these blue flowers are, because I do not have them identified yet. That'd be nice to know. Yo, baby. Sweet. Oh man. Yeah, Mrs. Ward thought that I was too old and crunchy to be mountain biking after breaking my back about 8 weeks ago. And it was broken. It's healing up nicely. And mountain biking is not too bad on it. It's hard to run right now because you compress those vertebrae. But mountain biking is nicer. It's good stuff. Guys, get some exercise too. Don't just sit around the house, it'll make you feel worse. Go walk the neighborhood. You could go run a mile, and maybe Mr. Jones will give you credit for that. Running a mile, that'd be nice. Maybe some of you guys, not everybody has a smartwatch, but if you had a smartwatch and you showed your activity level and you sent a picture into Mr. Jones or Mr. Larimer or Miss Postiff, maybe they'll give you credit. Maybe you could have a no suit day or something. You need to email them and ask them that. Oh, this is just gorgeous. So nice. Lots of gravitational. Oh, there's a squirrel. I think I could eat a squirrel. I have to catch a squirrel first though. Oh no. Oh. So what do we got? We got miner's lettuce, digger pines, California salamanders, question mark, squirrels, if I could catch them. So if the grocery stores run out of food, we know what we can eat. Wow, this thing goes on for a long ways. Oh, big old bumpers. Nice. Come on, old man, make it up this hill. You got it. I think I got a gate coming up here somewhere. Ah, there's the gate. Well, And we'll get together at Zoom next week. We're gonna try to beat Miss Ward's class. She had 50 show up. We're gonna see if we can beat that next week. Coming to the end. Back to the car. Nice wildflowers. Again, I need to figure out what the blue ones are. Make that an extra credit something or other. Okay, almost there. Somewhere. It's gonna be the longest video in the universe if I edit it all out. There's the car. Unless somebody stole my car. Oh, there it is. Thank you for not stealing my car, people. Ooh, tight turn. Cow poop. Missed the cow poop, especially when you're gonna put your bike in the car. Oh, here's a steep section. Yep. Okay. That's it, guys. Try to load this up, and so this is the first part. How do you get Mr. Frank out of the mountains? What is he gonna eat stuck in the mountains with a broken back? That's the question. Stop, Mike, stop. You got too much kinetic energy going. Okay.